Good evening, everyone. I'm Tracy Haggart-Sutka, class of '82, parent to class of '17, and president of the Lafayette College Alumni Association. Thank you for joining us this evening from around the country to celebrate our honorees for their outstanding service to Lafayette College. We've all experienced quite an unprecedented year, so I'm especially grateful that so many volunteers continue to give their time and talent to the college during this past year. There's no perfect definition of a Lafayette volunteer. We represent all class years, majors, affinity groups, and geographic regions. What connects us is a love for our alma mater and a deep commitment to impact the lives of all the members of the college community. As we present each award this evening, we ask that you use the comment box on the right side of your screen to type in your congratulations to our honorees. It is now my pleasure to introduce President Allison Byerly, who will present the first of the awards recognizing our most dedicated volunteers.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to have so many of you gathered here tonight. As Tracy said, this has been an extraordinary year for the college, and one of the things that has really helped the college stay strong during this time has been the strength of the alumni. When I first interviewed for the job of president of Lafayette, one of the things that struck me immediately as I came to know more about the Lafayette community was how the alumni passion for the college, commitment to the college, and dedication to the college's interests was at the foundation of everything that makes Lafayette the terrific place that it is. And so this event has always traditionally been one of my favorites. I wish we were having it in person. We would be having some nice drinks, some nice food, and you would all have friends and family with you if you were an honoree, and I would get a chance to congratulate you in person and congratulate your family and friends. So I regret that we won't have a chance to do that part of the ceremony, but my colleagues have put together a wonderful program that I think you'll find gives the appropriate recognition that they so richly deserve to so many of the volunteers who make Lafayette special. And so thank you everyone for being here, and thank you especially to all of the alumni volunteers who are being honored here tonight. What you do for the college makes an enormous difference to the experience that we offer our students and to the strength of the community. So thank you all for everything that you do for Lafayette. It's my pleasure to present two awards this evening. We begin with the Joseph E. Bell Class of 1928 Alumni Distinguished Service Award, and I am very honored to present that to Lori Samet, Class of '79. Throughout her career, Lori Samet has demonstrated how Lafayette graduates use their Lafayette education as an instrument for benefiting others. After earning a degree in English at Lafayette, Lori demonstrated the power of an interdisciplinary Lafayette education by then earning an MS degree in physical therapy at Duke and becoming a licensed physical therapist. She also completed a doctorate in physical therapy at Regis University, and throughout her career, she's pursued excellence in orthopedic, sports, and spine physical therapy. She founded a private independent outpatient physical therapy practice in 1995 in East Stroudsburg and has been committed to providing comprehensive, holistic, evidence-based musculoskeletal physical therapy to her clients. Lori's been very dedicated to serving the college since her arrival on College Hill. At her very first year orientation, she noted that she thought it sounded interesting that Lafayette was actually seeking students to help serve as athletic trainers. As a field hockey student athlete herself, she began efforts to support her fellow student athletes during her first year on College Hill. She worked for the certified athletic trainer in several sports, including football, basketball, wrestling, and lacrosse, making ice bags, taping ankles, and undertaking other tasks to support their continued development. Lori's devotion to the Leopards did not end at graduation. In 1996, she became a member of the Maroon Club Executive Committee, serving on this committee until 2011, including as president from 2000 to 2006. She also served on the Friends of Football Executive Committee's Leadership Committee from 2004 to 2007, and today she is generous in contributions that advance sports medicine as well as field hockey and football. Her current support of the college is a continuation of her passion for supporting others in realizing their own goals. She's helped create a pathway to student careers by offering the opportunity to benefit from participating in an internship at her physical therapy practice. And she was honored in 2019 for her tenure of providing these wonderful opportunities to our students with the Externship Commitment Award. As a stalwart volunteer for the class of 1979, Lori has helped many of her classmates stay very well connected to the college. She served on the Alumni Council Executive Committee, on her class committee for 2 years, as class fund manager for for 22 years. Do I have that right? That doesn't seem possible. In 2009, she received the Webmaster Award, which recognizes alumni volunteers who make creative use of class web pages. And she was also recognized with the Lafayette College Fund Award several times for inspiring her classmates to join her in being a non-reunion class that achieved the highest Lafayette College Fund donation total. When the college created the Rockwell Integrated Sciences Center, it was Lori who partnered with her class president, Lisa Castle, class of 79, in inspiring many of the class of 79 to join with them in advancing the construction of this academic building in order to celebrate their 40th class reunion. Their generous gift created the class of 79 student-faculty collaboration room in Rockwell, one of my favorite spaces in that building. During this year in which Lafayette celebrates 50 years of coeducation, it seems especially appropriate to celebrate one of our first female students with the Joseph E. Bell Class of 1928 Alumni Distinguished Service Award. We are so grateful for Lori's commitment, support, and impact on the Lafayette College community. Congratulations, Lori, and we welcome you to say a few words in accepting your award.
Well, thank you, Allison, and thank you to the college for this honor, and thank you to my family for being able to join us tonight, and also to my wonderful class of 1979 classmates who are also joining us. One of the things that we've all missed during the pandemic is the physical proximity that promotes a sense of community. And, at Lafayette, as anywhere, that sense of community is what inspires us, I think, as volunteers. And I'm talking about a physical, spatial proximity, whatever is the opposite of social distancing. But one of the things that's always motivated me and inspired me is the community, the Lafayette community, that's more temporal in nature and that can't be interrupted by a pandemic. Right? So what I mean is, the oldest alumnus that I ever met was Dr. Marshall Metzger, class of 1918. So I'm class of 1979, so that's a 61-year span. This is Dr. Metzger of Metzger Fields and endowed chairs, and he's also the Dr. Metzger who delivered my mother in 1937, right? So if Dr. Metzger, as an undergraduate, had a chance to meet an alum from 61 years ago, that alum would have been from the class of 1857. Now, this past January, I hosted, virtually of course, 3 delightful externs from the class of 2022. So now my alumni span stretches from 1918 to 2022. That's 104 years. My goal is to stretch the streak to the class of 2057, and I want to be some future students the oldest alum I ever met. That's my goal. So that's what I mean by a temporal community. It transcends physical proximity, and it even transcends internet connectivity. So I've been imagining fellow alums from 1857, and I'm imagining future alums from 2057, but I will come back to the present, and we'll say that this year, as fate would have it, this event is being held on a Wednesday in April, which has probably not ever been done before, and it's football rivalry week. How did that ever happen? So it's always appropriate to say, but today it is timely to say, beat Lehigh. So thank you very much.
It is always timely to say beat Lehigh. That is a universal sentiment that is good on any occasion, but especially now. I was asked just before the show began whether we would be playing this weekend, and we are on. We are ready to go. We're going to beat the heck out of them, so we're excited for that. Thank you very much for those lovely remarks, Lori. I hope that since we're archiving this program, somebody will pull it out in 2057 and take a look at it and see whether your prediction has come true. So thank you. It is now my honor to present the George Washington Kidd Class of 1836 Award, which goes this year to Joseph Ricky Godwin, Class of 81. Ricky Godwin, who was a Lafayette Scholarship recipient, was a dedicated scholar in the college's classrooms and outstanding student athlete on our basketball court during his tenure at Lafayette. While majoring in biology, Ricky found an interest and passion in math and finance during his scholarly experiences, and after earning a degree in biology at the college, he chose to pursue an MBA degree in finance at NYU's Stern School of Business, which he successfully completed in 1994. Throughout his distinguished career, Ricky's demonstrated how the interdisciplinary Lafayette education can prepare our students for both professional success and lives that have an impact on their communities. After completing his master's degree, Ricky launched his career first at IBM and excelled at this American multinational technology and consulting company for a decade and a half. But then, following the vision he had always had for his career, Ricky worked his way towards Wall Street. He worked for Goldman Sachs in the firm's fixed income, currency, and commodities division, in which he advised institutions representing over $125 billion in assets under management. He also worked for Goldman's Private Wealth Management Group and Credit Suisse Private Bank. Currently, Ricky is Managing Director, Investments, and Senior PIM Portfolio Manager for Godwin Gonaris Wolbert Investment Group within Wells Fargo. In his present professional role, he enjoys the opportunity to aid professional athletes and entertainers, among others, by offering them insights and support in managing their wealth and creating a legacy. There, Ricky works with two colleagues who share his understanding of how to navigate and help simplify the complicated landscape of investing, providing personalized, objective, goals-oriented guidance for families and institutions. As Managing Director, Ricky is responsible for leading the development of the team's client-first philosophy and business strategy, and his areas of focus include liability management, wealth transfer, and philanthropic strategies. Ricky has been a dedicated supporter of his alma mater. He served on the Lafayette Leadership Council and the Philadelphia Luncheon Group, and as part of the college's efforts to enhance the diversity of our student body, Lafayette formed the McDonough Network in 2006 to provide networking opportunities for African American and other Black alumni and students. Ricky was invited to join the McDonough Network Steering Committee to offer guidance to the college in this critically important work. As Lafayette has strengthened its commitment to diversity on campus, the college has been pleased that the McDonough Network has served as a supportive community for our African American and other Black alumni. The insights, support, and networking events offered through the network have helped foster an increased sense of belonging and broadened the professional opportunities for many students and alumni. Ricky's role on the steering committee has been integral to the McDonough Network's success. Today, we're pleased to let Ricky know the pride his alma mater takes in his accomplishments and to share our gratitude for his support of our commitment to grow and deserve a diverse and extended Lafayette College community. As we present the Alumni Association's 2001 George Washington Kidd Class of 1836 Award, we applaud Ricky's professional and personal accomplishments. In addition, we express our sincere appreciation for the honor that he's brought to his alma mater as a result of his distinguished career. Congratulations to Ricky, and I'm happy to invite him to say a few words.
Hi, I want to thank Lafayette for this honor. It's really truly an amazing award, and I really respect it greatly. In fact, I had to look up some of the past owners of this dubious distinction, and quite frankly, two of them are friends of mine, Mike Weinstein and Alvin Yearwood. And I called them up and I asked them, are you guys okay with me joining this club? Because it is a unique club, and they both not only said yes, but they also are participating on this in this meeting with me. So I want to thank Lafayette for this recognition. I really appreciate it. I need to thank a couple of people who have been instrumental in my life. You know how the old saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I'm definitely testimony to that. First of all, I want to thank my family, and most of all, my wife. She not only raised my children, but she raised me. I was this cocky boy coming from Lafayette College with a great degree and, an athlete and all of that. And she really humbled me and made me really understand what it means to be a man throughout the last 40 years. And I really want to thank her for that. I want to thank my cousins who also been invited to this call. I'm the youngest of 14 cousins, and I happen to be an only child. So having 14 cousins who are, all older than me and raising me was very important and instrumental to making me who I am. I want to thank my friends, the friends that I met at Lafayette, the friends that are around me today. Most importantly, the friends at Lafayette helped me spiritually, and they know who they are. They're on this call as well. They guided me throughout all of the trials and tribulations of the Lafayette life. I also want to thank my coaches. The coaches really gave me all the inspiration to be who I am today. The coaches at Lafayette and also in my high school are also on this call. They got this fat boy from Queens to become a Division I athlete, and they gave me all the confidence that goes along with that. And so I really want to thank them for help shaping me to the person that I am today. And I really want to just talk really briefly about the Lafayette experience. I want to just really recognize Lafayette for the community that it is and the great nurturing environment that it has always been. I want to, really suggest that we never change that culture. Living, working, and playing with a small, diverse, like-minded universe of people is really, really important to the culture of this college, and it really shaped me. And so I want to implore the college as we grow as an institution to still remain humble to those truths that made Lafayette what it is today. Those are the things that made me, and those are the things that got me to this position to accept an award like this. And I want to encourage the college to continue to draw and talent to them that are similar to my background, so that in the future there'll be people like me accepting this award. So thanks again, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ricky, for those lovely comments. Hearing you talk about your hope that the college culture will remain the same in the future, I think we all share that hope, and I think I can guarantee that everyone on campus now, the students who are studying here now, the faculty who are working here now, the staff who are supporting the education that we offer, all share that sense of commitment to and love for the special environment that is Lafayette. So thank you for characterizing that so beautifully. That concludes my 2 awards. I am happy to turn it back to Tracy.
Thank you, Allison, and thank you, Lori and Ricky, for your comments and for your exemplary service. Congratulations to you both on your awards. At this point, I'm honored to present the next award to someone with whom I have had the pleasure of serving with on the Alumni Council. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations, it is my distinct honor to present the Woodring Volunteer of the Year Award to Jonathan S. Ellis, class of '98. This award recognizes an Alumni Association volunteer whose service has been extraordinary throughout the past year. John has served Lafayette in many ways for many years. His powerful insights and dedication to his fellow alumni motivated the Alumni Association to elect him as president in 2019. Throughout his presidency, the Alumni Association accomplished much to preserve the lifelong relationships among the alumni and the college. John's guiding theme throughout his presidency was bringing Lafayette to you, a theme that has proven to be very successful in engaging alumni wherever they are throughout the US and abroad, especially since all of our events have gone virtual. It was like he knew something. His vision motivated the college to create the Alumni Association's faculty road trip, providing lifelong learning experiences, and by connecting Lafayette faculty and alumni beyond College Hill. The faculty road trip has become a perennial priority for the Alumni Relations Group, and this program will continue in the future. So tonight we celebrate and express our gratitude to John Ellis for his service as president of the Alumni Association by presenting him with this Woodring Volunteer of the Year Award. We are grateful for his dedication to Lafayette and for the wonderful impact he's had on the college community. He's a champion for advancing the college through his generosity, through his dedicated philanthropic tradition of supporting and serving the college, and through his leadership. John, I would also like to add my heartfelt personal gratitude for serving as my mentor as president of the Alumni Association. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations, it is my distinct honor to present the George T. Woodring Service Award to Frank Campbell, Jr., class of '74. This award recognizes the achievements of a long-term Alumni Association volunteer whose service is both dedicated and effective. Since the launch of his Lafayette education, Frank has been a champion for the college. He was an outstanding scholar and athlete as a Lafayette student and is now an outstanding alumnus who promotes alumni engagement and helps to recruit talented and diverse students to apply to Lafayette. During his tenure as an executive member of the Greater Boston Alumni Chapter, Frank has collaborated with the college community and our alumni, creating numerous activities in which our alumni can connect with each other and continue their bond with Lafayette. As an alumni admissions representative, he has recruited outstanding students by sharing his Lafayette experience with them. During our welcome events in the Boston area, Frank has been instrumental in making new students feel part of the Lafayette community. He also offers internship opportunities to many of these students, exemplifying to students the reach of the Lafayette Alumni Network. Frank has also been a champion for advancing the college's most critically important initiatives through his generosity and efforts to raise funds as a member of the Marquis Society. When our college launched an initiative to enhance our community's diversity, Frank was instrumental in advancing our efforts through the guidance he offered as a member of the McDonough Network Steering Committee. Congratulations to you, Frank, and thank you for your service and dedication to Lafayette. Next, we express our sincere gratitude to Heather Sklogaski-Finn, class of 2009, by honoring her with the Clifton P. Mayfield 09 Outstanding Young Alumni Award. This award is presented to a member or members of one of the 15 latest classes in recognition of their outstanding service to Lafayette. Since her graduation from the college, Heather has been a champion for preserving lasting connections among Lafayette's alumni with their alma mater. Through her leadership and service, she has promoted lifelong relationships to Lafayette among her 2009 classmates and among the members of her alumni chapters. While living in New England, Heather served as president of the Greater Boston Alumni Chapter. During her tenure, she partnered with the members of her chapter to create quality and diverse events while cultivating the chapter's leadership and promoting area alumni participation. So wonderful were her efforts that the chapter was named Chapter of the Year in 2013, and she herself was awarded the Chapter Event Chairperson of the Year award that year as well. In 2018, Heather did not allow her move to North Carolina to distance her from her Lafayette connections. Currently, she serves as president of the Charlotte Alumni Chapter. Charlotte area alumni have enjoyed a number of great events, notably an April 2019 event hosted by Heather and by Dan Huffnews, class of '86, with an event featuring Lafayette faculty which transported the Lafayette experience all the way down to North Carolina. Her successful alumni chapter leadership roles resulted in her being invited to co-chair the chapter's committee on the Alumni Council. In this role, she's guided chapters in fostering community among Lafayette alumni and has facilitated communications among the groups to help them achieve their goals. Accordingly, in November 2019, she was awarded the Chapter Support Person of the Year Award, which recognizes those who continually strive to promote alumni activity and interactions within their chapter. Since COVID restrictions became necessary, Heather has held 2 virtual alumni events, not allowing the pandemic to interrupt the connection alumni have with the college. In addition, Heather is also a member of the Southeast Advisory Council. She and members of this regional advisory council offer their experiences and expertise to support the college in achieving its goals and objectives. So congratulations to you, Heather, and thank you for all of your service to Lafayette. It's a pleasure to work with you on the Alumni Council. The next award is the Daniel L. Golden Class of 34 Faculty Service Award, which recognizes faculty members for distinguished volunteer service to Lafayette College through the Lafayette College Alumni Association and its organized alumni activities. It is my great pleasure to present the 2020 award to the Marshall R. Metzger Professor of Art, Robert Madison. Bob has been an enthusiastic collaborator with the Alumni Association and Office of Alumni Relations for many years, with 2020 being no exception. He was the featured presenter at one of our last in-person events before the pandemic affected our ability to gather. In January 2020, Bob traveled to West Palm Beach, Florida, to give the private tour of the Norton Museum to 50 alumni, parents, and friends. This event attracted alumni from a variety of class years, with a highly successful kickoff to our planned expanded activity in this area of Florida. When the pandemic required us to quickly move to virtual programming, we relied on Bob to lead us into this new frontier of engagement. His virtual architecture tour, held in May, was one of our first Zoom presentations, reaching a registration capacity of 300 people. He also shared his lesser known but quite talented performer side through his participation in the poem, A Visit from the Marquis de Lafayette, performed at this year's Holiday at Home party for alumni, parents, and friends. Bob has shared his expertise with alumni in a variety of regions over the last few years, giving tours and talks to alumni in New York City, Chicago, and Philadelphia, as well as on Lafayette's campus. He is also one of the architects, no pun intended, of the Arts Affinity Group, bringing together alumni who are fans of or work in the many sectors of the arts. I am pleased to present the 2020 Daniel L. Golden 34 Faculty Service Award to Robert Madison. Please join me in congratulating Bob. I would now like to introduce Chuck Bachman, Senior Associate Director of Admissions, who will present awards for our admissions volunteers.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Tracy. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations, as well as the Alumni Admission Representative, or AAR program, I am pleased to present the William G. Wilson Distinguished Service Award. This award is the highest honor bestowed for service to Lafayette through the AAR program. The recipient will have served with sustained distinction, effectively performing all expected duties during a period of several years or more. In addition, he or she will have demonstrated initiative and creativity and will have inspired others through leadership and example. This year, we have two recipients. Dr. Glenn Grube, class of 1957. Glenn joined the National Schools Committee, the predecessor of the AAR program, in 1959, and 2 years later was named chair of the program. Early in his AAR career, Glenn, as a high school principal, would solicit New Jersey Lafayette alumni for financial support in order to rent buses to bring about 200 students a year and several Lafayette alumni chaperones to campus for our Junior Visiting Day program. Each year, 4 juniors from approximately 50 area high schools were introduced to Lafayette through Glenn's leadership and initiative. He estimates engaging with over 1,800 prospective students during his National Schools Committee Alumni Admissions Representative tenure, and 1 year interviewed all 60 applicants from Ridgewood High School in New Jersey. It's hard to believe we are talking about one person and not an entire alumni chapter. Glenn continues to serve as an AAR in Arizona, and in recognition of his many years of outstanding service to the AAR program, it is indeed an honor to present him with the William G. Wilson Distinguished Service Award. Our other recipient is Harold Hartman, class of 1956. Harold has been the face of Lafayette College admissions for decades in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Harold joined the National Schools Committee AAR program due to his interest in being informed about Lafayette College activities, while also sharing the merits of a Lafayette education with those for whom Lafayette is a lesser-known collegiate option. While the scope of the AAR program has changed over the years, Harold's dedication has remained steadfast. Harold's fondest AAR memory involved a prospective student who drove 80 miles for a weekend interview, and following the interview, was motivated to visit campus shortly thereafter. In recognition of Harold's lengthy service to the AAR program, it is indeed an honor to present him with the William G. Wilson Distinguished Service Award. Collectively, these gentlemen have served the AAR program for more than a century. Wow. Please join me in congratulating Glenn and Harold. The AAR Geographic Outreach Award is presented to an AAR member whose dedication and effectiveness during a period of a year or more has significantly improved Lafayette's image and student recruitment potential in an area outside of the college's traditional tri-state area. This year, we celebrate 2 award recipients. Rick Beltram, class of 1973. Rick's engagement with the AAR program goes back again to the predecessor of the AAR team, the National Schools Committee. First getting involved in the program while an undergraduate, Rick has served prospective Lafayette students for an amazing 50 years and continues to provide a leopard presence for us in South Carolina. Jeff Purdon, class of 1983. Jeff was a 4-year campus tour guide and 2-time experienced Lafayette College student chair. He has been a dedicated AAR in the Atlanta area for many years and is actively involved in all Atlanta alumni chapter activities and chaired the Marquee Scholarship Committee in Atlanta for a number of years. Jeff is a good friend who always finds time to meet with me during my trips to Atlanta and provides a critical eye to our outreach efforts. Please join me in congratulating Rick and Jeff. The Barry McCarty AAR of the Year Award recognizes an individual who, during the past year, has represented the college through the AAR program with outstanding dedication, reliability, and sensitivity. He or she has creatively and effectively introduced the spirit of Lafayette to prospective students, their parents, and others interested in the college. This award is named for Barry W. McCarty, former Dean of Enrollment Services. This year's recipient is Jennifer Klein, class of 1998. Jennifer actively serves the AAR program with our efforts in the greater New York City area, but more recently, with the advent of virtual interviews, she has been interviewing prospective students from around the world. She has interviewed 18 students over the past 4 years, but perhaps none more memorable than a young lady by the name of Omira, for whom Jennifer went to bat directly with one of my colleagues. Omira's admission to Lafayette is the highlight of Jennifer's AAR career and made her realize how Lafayette could change the trajectory of one young person's life. Every year, she remains impressed with the intelligence, maturity, and poise demonstrated by our prospective students, and the admission office is grateful for her continued dedication to the AAR program. Please join me in congratulating Jennifer. The new AAR of the Year Award recognizes a first-year AAR who has, during that initial period, served the college with extraordinary enthusiasm, commitment, and skill. This year, we celebrate 3 award recipients. Emily Lynch, class of 2018. Emily jumped right on in with the AAR interviewing program and has interviewed 13 of our applicants in the last 2 years, clearly showing dedication to the program. Joe Panullo, class of 2014, is another recipient. Joe is a former ambassador who missed the experience of connecting with prospective students and feels that donating his time as an AAR is a tangible way to impact future generations of leopards. In the last 2 years, Joe has interviewed 9 of our applicants. Lastly, Miriam Schwartz, class of 2018. Miriam is a former ambassador and senior interviewer who enjoys seeing high school students so excited about the possibilities that Lafayette holds and knowing that they don't even know the half of it. This brings her great joy. In the last 2 years, Miriam has interviewed 10 of our applicants. Please join me in congratulating Emily, Joe, and Miriam. And now, allow me to introduce Chad Davis, Senior Director of Annual and Leadership Giving.
Thank you, Chuck. It is my pleasure today to present the following awards on behalf of the Lafayette College Annual Fund. The Lafayette College Annual Fund enables students and faculty to experience and achieve more. All gifts, regardless of size, play an important role in allowing Lafayette to become the best institution it can be, and that has never been more true than during these recent times. Gifts to the Annual Fund are vital to ensuring innovation and excellence at Lafayette, and each year thousands of alumni, parents, and friends make contributions to the Annual Fund. In addition to celebrating those classes and the dollars raised, we also celebrate those classes who have achieved high alumni participation marks for the 2019-2020 fiscal year. Another vital aspect of the Annual Fund is it is a place for everyone and a place where all gifts, regardless of size, play an important role. Alumni participation, the percentage of graduates who make a financial contribution to Lafayette, factors into a variety of elements and influences how people view the quality and value of a Lafayette education. Furthermore, participation demonstrates a strong sense of community and belonging and results in strong philanthropic impact through the collection of all gifts. Today, we celebrate those classes that performed at a high level during the 2019-2020 fiscal year, therefore earning these long-standing Lafayette College Annual Fund awards. We also celebrate the volunteer leadership who played an invaluable role in helping their classes and Lafayette reach new heights. A sincere thank you to all of our Annual Fund volunteers and donors for the lasting impact you made for Lafayette. I encourage everyone to add your congratulations to the winners in the Slido chat box on the right side of your screen as I present the following awards. The Joseph T. Lose 94 Award is presented to the reunion year class who achieves the highest Lafayette College Fund total. This year's award goes to the class of 1970, which celebrated their 50th reunion this past year. The class of 1970 raised more than $184,000 specifically for the Lafayette College Fund. Leading the charge was Michael LeWitt. In what was a challenging year for what is truly a milestone reunion, Michael rose to the occasion to serve in many volunteer roles to assist his class. The entire staff is truly grateful for his willingness to motivate his class in all aspects of the 50th reunion. Please join me in thanking and congratulating the great class of 1970 and Michael LeWitt. The Lafayette College Fund Award is presented to the non-reunion class achieving the highest Lafayette Fund total. This year's award goes to the class of 1984, which raised more than $617,000 to the Annual Fund in fiscal year 2020. I am pleased to present this year's award to Class Fund Manager David Schwager. David has been a long-standing supporter of the college and has served in numerous volunteer roles. The entire staff is truly grateful for his willingness to motivate his class in support of the college. Please join me in thanking and congratulating the great class of 1984 and David Schwager. The Julius Knabb 19 Award is presented to the 50-plus club class with the highest participation rate. This year's award, for the 4th straight year, goes to the class of 1957, which achieved a participation rate of 64%. Receiving the award on behalf of the class is Glenn Grew. Glenn is a lifelong volunteer for Lafayette, serving in a variety of roles for his class, admissions, athletics, Delta Tau Delta fraternity, alumni chapter, and career services. Please join me in thanking and congratulating the great class of 1957 and Glenn Gould. The Ernest G. Smith 94 Award is presented to the class achieving the highest percentage of participation from the 11th through 50th alumni classes. This year's award goes to the class of 1971, which achieved a participation rate of 44%. Receiving the award on behalf of the class is Paul Dimmick. Paul has been serving as the class fund manager for more than 40 years and has also served the college in a variety of other roles, including work with his class, regional chapters, alumni council, and the Southeast Advisory Council. Please join me in thanking and congratulating the great class of 1971 and Paul Dimmick. The Robert Whitmer 1885 Award is presented to the young alumni class, graduates of the last 10 years, achieving the highest percentage of class participation. This year's award goes to the class of 2016, which achieved a participation rate of 26%. Receiving the award on behalf of the class of 2016 is Scott Bradley. Scott has been a class fund manager for his class since graduation and has also been involved in a variety of other volunteer roles with the college, including work with admissions and the Young Alumni Committee. We want to thank him for his leadership of the class. Please join me in congratulating the great class of 2016 and Scott Bradley. Again, congratulations to all of our award winners, and thank you to all of our volunteers and donors. I'd like to now introduce Michael Summers, Assistant Vice President of the Gateway Career Center, who will present the awards for the Gateway volunteers.
Thank you, Chad. It is a pleasure to join you this evening to recognize several alumni and parents who have given of their time and talents to support our students this past year, specifically for 2 awards. The first is the Lois and Neil Gagnon Award for Distinguished Service to the Gateway Career Center, and this year's recipient, the Honorable Paula A. Rossioli, class of '87. Paula, from your family legacy of Lafayette alumni to the many ways you choose to give back, your connections to Lafayette run deep. Your commitment to supporting the work we do in the Gateway Career Center has been significant and extremely impactful. Your positive impact has been felt by many students who have benefited from the internships you have offered, as well as your 10+ years as an externship host. The significant efforts you put forth to coordinate the Lehigh Valley Law and Justice Career Track 2 years in a row allowed students to absorb court proceedings, enjoy dinner with members of the Northampton and Lehigh County courts, and gain valuable information from and connections to alumni and other professions in the law field. Your commitment to the work of the Gateway Career Center doesn't end there, as you also serve as the chair of the Career Center Subcommittee of the Northeast Advisory Council. We are grateful for all of your hard work and effort in all of these roles. It is your direct work with so many students for which we are most appreciative. Your enthusiasm and passion for your work, combined with a healthy dose of reality, create an environment in which students explore opportunities and, perhaps more importantly, possibilities. For many years, you have given so much of your time and your talent to support our efforts in helping students achieve career success. Current students and alumni know how fortunate they have been to connect with you for advice and mentorship. They never forget your generosity and your guidance in helping them in so many ways. And the proof of that comes from the following quotes. The first from Sophia Kalick, class of 2022. Judge Rossioli's assistance in my career exploration within government and law was invaluable. She is incredibly knowledgeable and passionate about her job, and shadowing her during the Career Tracks program deepened my interest in one day also becoming a judge. It was so clear how much she cares about Lafayette students through all of the time and energy that she devoted to ensuring we made great connections within our desired career field, as well as her dedication to our learning. This next quote from Julie Dash, class of 2020. I was lucky enough to have completed both an externship my sophomore year and a summer internship my senior year with Judge Rossioli. Through those experiences, she gave me invaluable opportunities to learn about the legal profession and has helped guide me to where I am today, a law student at Boston University. She was and has continued to be a thoughtful, caring, generous, and insightful mentor with whom I still keep in touch. She is a positive influence in my life, and I am very grateful for her guidance. And this last student quote from Kristen Gibbons-Fedden, class of 2004. The Honorable Paula Rossioli is a treasure to Lafayette and its student body. Her passion for women's equality and the shattering of the glass ceiling is evident in the programs that she brings to Lafayette. Judge Rossioli is a gifted lecturer and selflessly sacrifices her time to mentor young women. She has not only broken barriers herself, but continues to guide others to do the same. I can think of no one more deserving than Judge Rossioli to receive this award. Paula, it is with great pride and much gratitude that we recognize your hard work and all the many ways that you have helped our students gain experience and make their transition into the professional world. Your gift of time and talent is truly immeasurable. It is my distinct honor this evening to present to you the Lois and Neil Gagnon Award for Distinguished Service to the Gateway Career Center for 2020. Congratulations, Paula. The next award this evening is for our Extern Service Award winners for 2020. It's my honor and pleasure to recognize these Extern Service Award winners for 2020 and to honor the incredible volunteerism of these 11 alumni and parents who have each taken time out of their busy personal and professional lives to host student externs for 10, yes, that's 10 consecutive years. Over the past 40 years, thousands of PARDs have participated in impactful job shadowing experiences through the January externship program, all made possible by the generosity of more than 1,300 alumni, parents, and friends of the college. The steadfast dedication of the extern host we are honoring today, this evening, is a shining, precise example of what makes the Lafayette community distinct and a community that other institutions admire and strive to imitate. Even in the face of unprecedented times, nearly 350 students benefited from the generosity of volunteers who extended themselves and demonstrated incredible flexibility to support students virtually this past January, including several of our honorees this evening. It is inspiring to think of just how many students' professional paths have been directly shaped by the generosity of this year's Extern Service Award winners. In fact, over the past 10 years, these 11 volunteers have provided more than 200 externship opportunities. It is difficult to find words that adequately capture the depth of our gratitude for the contributions of these 11 longstanding volunteers. But what I can say is a deep, heartfelt thank you. Thank you for the time, the energy, the care, and the guidance and expertise you invested into providing current PARDs with such invaluable professional opportunities. The impact you make on students lasts far beyond the days of the externship program itself. You leave a lasting imprint on the lives of current PARDs, and we are deeply grateful. We are thrilled that to honor our 11 honorees, consisting of 9 alumni and 2 parents, for their steadfast dedication to our current students. Dr. Robert Bailey, class of 1976. Ms. Sandy Ballard, parent, class of 2014. Dr. Kenneth Chavin, class of 1983. Dr. Rob Coombs, class of 1995. Mr. Darren Hettich, class of 1988. Dr. Herbert Ingram, class of 1982. Dr. Lawrence Livernese, class of 1981. Mr. Jeremy Knoll, class of 2007. Dr. Edward Suzuki, parent, class of 2009. Dr. David Targan, class of 1995. And Mr. Mitch Winter, class of 1979. Thank you all for your commitment to helping students through the career exploration process in such a personal way over the course of the past decade. We are deeply grateful for the opportunities you have made possible and all that you've shared with so many PARDs. So to Paula and to our Extern Service Award winners, a deep and heartfelt thank you. I'd now like to introduce Kelly Barrows Nguyen, class of 2006, co-chair of the Alumni Council's Chapters Committee.
Thank you, Mike. It is my pleasure today to present the following awards on behalf of the Alumni Association, which includes 29,000 alumni living in all 50 states and 87 foreign countries. I encourage everyone to add your congratulations to the winners in the chat box on the right side of your screen as I present the following awards. The Chapter Support Person of the Year Award recognizes an individual who continually strives to promote alumni activity and interaction with it in his or her respective chapter. It is our privilege to recognize Abigail Williams from the class of 2015. Taking the helm of the Philadelphia chapter in 2019, Abby serves as chapter president with passion and energy. Using her connections and love of Philadelphia, Abby has organized successful Welcome to the City happy hour for the last 4 years, offering an opportunity for new Philadelphians to connect with each other and learn about the city. She has served as a Wine 39 host, including creatively organizing the first virtual charcuterie board contest in honor of Lafayette's founding. Abby, it is a privilege to honor you today. The Chapter Event Person of the Year Award recognizes an individual that exudes leadership in the planning and execution of chapter events. He or she echoes the chapter's commitment to promote a diverse array of events for alumni, parents, and friends of the college. It is our privilege this year to recognize Alexandra DeAngelis Wakehoff from the class of 2006. Alex has served as the college chapter leader for the Raleigh-Durham area since the Rivalry Road trip in 2014. She offers a wide range of programs from Wine 39 to telecast parties, happy hours, and baseball outings to the Durham Bulls game, all encouraging alumni from the Raleigh-Durham area to connect with each other and their alma mater. Alex, it is our privilege to honor you today. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations, I am pleased to present John Squarsha, class of 1969, with the 2020 George Greenup 44 Volunteer of the Year Award. This award recognizes an alumni chapter volunteer for outstanding service achievements over and above his or her faithful carrying out of regular officer assignments. It honors the memory of William E. Greenup, 44, former Alumni Association Secretary. An enthusiastic member of the Lehigh Valley Chapter Executive Committee for over 30 years, including 2 terms as chapter president, and a visiting part-time professor for 20 years, John Squarsha is a dedicated member of the Lafayette family. Each year, John plays an integral role in the Lehigh Valley Senior Awards, researching nominees, helping in the selection process, and representing the chapter at honors convocation. John has organized the last 2 of the chapter's Ula Chalkley lecture series featuring Professor Jen Rossman at the Easton Public Market, and this year's virtual talk featuring a panel discussion on Lafayette as a community partner, highlighting the work of the Landis and Dyer Centers. In addition to his volunteer work with the Lafayette alumni in the Lehigh Valley and teaching education classes at Lafayette, John serves on his class leadership committee, has been a member of the Board of Trustees for the Northampton Community College, and has served as mentor to countless teachers and administrators. John is the faculty advisor for Lafayette's golf team and has been a great supporter of student athletes. All who are fortunate to know him know that he takes great pride in being one of the most loyal and vocal Leopard fans. John and his wife, Mary, are the proud grandparents of 4 outstanding grandchildren, including Madeline, who is a member of the class of 2022. On behalf of the Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to present the 2020 George Greenup Award to John Squarsha. The Chapter of the Year Award recognizes an alumni chapter for providing quality and diverse events while cultivating the chapter's leadership and promoting area alumni participation. The executive team and event leaders for the Washington, D.C. Alumni Chapter have made a concerted effort in the past 2 years to engage a greater number of local alumni, as well as serve as a resource for current students who are interested in learning more about employment opportunities in the region. In addition to the annual welcome event, Lafayette Lehigh Telecast, Wine 3-9, and Networking Night, the DC chapter has added 5 additional family-friendly and cultural events to their annual programming. And to meet alumni where they live and work, they've rotated their regular happy hours between Virginia, Maryland, and DC. With a special concern for supporting students, the chapter invited current students who were living in or interning in the region for the summer to chapter events, including a special career exploration program. During the January break, they created an all-age friendly happy hour and networking event to include students and extern hosts. This year, as the pandemic shut down in-person events and the country navigated issues of social justice, their executive team quickly pivoted. They were the first chapter to offer and provide the college an alumni-led talk for the Office of Alumni Relations Connected series, and they held a special virtual chapter meeting for all members of the Greater DC Alumni Chapter to discuss how they, as a chapter, could be better anti-racists and to hear the concerns of and suggestions from alumni of all ages, races, and backgrounds. I ask you all to join me in congratulating the DC Alumni Chapter Executive Team led by Samantha M. Chavin, class of 2016, and her fellow class members Jennifer L. Bognar, Jeffrey C. Wheeler, and Catherine Swaka, as well as Daniela Colon, class of 2010, Miriam Swartz, class of 2018, and Ken Klig, class of 2000. This team of leaders and volunteers truly exemplified the creativity, ingenuity, and power of Lafayette alumni. I now turn the floor back to Tracy, who will present the final awards of the evening.
Thank you, Kelly. I will now present the awards for our outstanding class correspondents. As the alumnus or alumna who gathers and organizes news of the marriages, births, career advancements, retirements, and travels of their classmates, class correspondents play the key role in keeping alumni up to date on one another, no matter their location in the world. Please share your congratulations in the comment box as I present the following awards. The Bernard S. Weilstein Class of 35 Class Correspondent Award recognizes a longtime correspondent who is faithful and prompt in submitting positive, upbeat columns. The Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations present this award to Susan Sheehan Lee, Class of 1980. Thank you, Susan, for your volunteer service in bringing news of your classmates to the rest of the alumni, and congratulations on this award. The Wilson E. Hughes Class of 38 Correspondent Award recognizes an effective writer who exercises class leadership through the column, unifying classmates in support of the college. The Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations present this award to Mary Lee Newby, Class of 1991. Mary Lee, we appreciate your dedication to your classmates and to the college. Thank you and congratulations. The Elmer E. Hune Class of 24 Class Correspondent Award is presented to a correspondent who actively seeks out and includes in the column many classmates from diverse regions and walks of life. The Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations present this award to Robert H. Edwards, Class of 1960. Thank you, Robert, for your enthusiasm and for your diligence. Congratulations on your award. And now I will present our final award of the evening to a current student who during his undergraduate time as a Leopard has already impressed us with his commitment to volunteer service. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Relations, I am pleased to present Alexander Klee Wetzler, class of 2021, with the 2020 Alumni Association Student Volunteer Service Award. This award recognizes a student for outstanding and consistent service on and off campus. Alex served as Lafayette Student Alumni Council, or LSAC, co-president last year and continues to play an important role in the organization. He dutifully oversaw the planning and execution of programs to engage and educate the campus community on beloved college traditions and on the importance of philanthropy, especially Rivalry Week programs and Dime 3-9. In February 2020, Alex represented Lafayette College with his LSAC co-advisors, Amy France Gross and Chris Katsifis, at the Case District 2 conference, where he presented a talk titled How to Launch and Lead a Student Alumni Council. Alex's dedication to preparing for this conference was a key factor in the success of his presentation, which received positive feedback from alumni relations and annual fund professionals throughout the country. Alex is an economics and Spanish double major. He serves as a partner and is a member of the Phi Kappa Psi fraternity, and he is currently serving on the Senior Class Gift Committee. Congratulations to you, Alex. We are all grateful for your dedication and look forward to joining the community as an alumnus in just a few short months. We have big plans for you. Thank you so much for your service. So I'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight, and especially for each of our award winners that we honored this evening. Your dedication, enthusiasm, and affection for your alma mater and for fellow members of the Lafayette community, as well as your excellence in your professional and personal lives, are shining examples for everyone. You really all are so inspirational. It's amazing what all of you do for the college. Following the singing of the Lafayette alma mater, I invite you to continue casual congratulatory conversations in Zoom rooms that have been set up for a number of our honorees. The Zoom links can be found in an email which you will have received on Monday, as well as received again this afternoon. So let's hear it one more time for all of our inspiring award winners before we listen to the alma mater. Thanks again, and all of you enjoy your evening. Good night.
We'll gather by the twilight's glow in front of old Pardee. In all the world no other scene so fair, so dear to me. Oh Lafayette, to thee our voices raise, while loyal lips and loyal hearts unite to sing thy praise. We'll gather by the twilight's glow in front of old Pardee. In all the world no other scene so fair, so dear to me, and future years shall not erase these gems of memory rare, but oft will live the scene again, impressed so firmly heart shall beat. We've loyal lips to praise. We'll gather by the twilight's glow in front of old Pardee. In all the world no other scene so fair, so dear to me. We'll gather by the twilight's glow in front of old Pardee. In all the world no other scene